Additionally, anything that can be found in the middle of the two divisions is also regarded to be a part of this category. This category encompasses almost everything. The W1 is the most recent iteration of McLaren's assault on the performance of automobiles that are intended for use on public roads, according to the company's assertions. This remark is stated with reference to the performance of automobiles that are produced with the intention of being used on roads that are open to the general public. Taking into account the fact that the W1 is the flagship model that the company manufactures, this is the circumstance that has arisen as a direct result of the fact that the W1 is the flagship model. When you are on the track, on the other hand, you can rest assured that it will also be an exhilarating experience for you. There is no doubt in your mind about this particular matter. This is something that you are completely conscious of at this very moment. The reason for this is that it will be offered with a cutting-edge hybrid engine that combines a radial flux electric motor with a V8 engine. This engine will be available for customization. This engine will be included in the vehicle's equipment package. In addition to that, it will be fitted with active aerodynamics that have been developed with Formula One in mind, especially taking into consideration the fact that it possesses both of these characteristics. It is definitely going to be an excellent option for racing contests. The reason for this is that it possesses both of these characteristics. Not only is it anticipated that the McLaren W1 hypercar, which is scheduled to be delivered in 2026, will shatter records, but it is also hoped that it will win hearts and empty wallets. The hypercar is scheduled to be delivered in 2026. It is anticipated that the hypercar will be delivered in the year 2026. It is the model that has been designed for the purpose of the future that is being discussed here. This hypercar, which is a follow-up to the P1 hybrid supercar, was inspired by the highly appreciated P1 hybrid supercar, which was initially introduced 10 years earlier and boasted a power output of 903 horsepower. This hypercar is a subsequent model to the P1 hybrid supercar. This hypercar is a descendant of the P1 hybrid supercar that came before it. The hypercar, which is expected to follow in the footsteps of the P1 hybrid supercar, serves as a blueprint for the hypercar. Numerous individuals have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of this hypercar, and they have been waiting for it for a significant amount of time. They have been anticipating its arrival with great excitement. In addition to being constructed out of carbon fiber with an extraordinarily high level of attention to detail, the W1 is also equipped with a hybrid powertrain that is capable of producing a total of 1258 horsepower due to the combined output of its components. Because of this vehicle, all of the previous documents that the company had previously kept have been entirely and utterly wiped. This is no longer the case. Documents that fall within the following categories are included here. It has been rumored that the hybrid powertrain, which is made up of a radial flux electric motor and a twin-turbo V8 engine, is intended to be the most powerful automobile that McLaren has ever produced up to this point in time. This is what the statements indicate to be the case. Due to the fact that it integrates two distinct types of engines into a single unit, the hybrid powertrain is able to successfully fulfill this goal. Despite having a power-to-weight ratio of only 2.45 pounds per horsepower, it is the most powerful automobile that McLaren has ever produced from the beginning of their history. From the beginning of the company's history, this makes it the most powerful vehicle overall. Specifically, this is due to the fact that it weighs 3,084 pounds when it is still in its dry state. This is the reason why an individual have this quality. This is the circumstance that has come about as a result of the proportion of its power to its weight. In terms of speed, the Ferrari 296 GTB is a hybrid car that is quite impressive. A really outstanding number. It has a capacity of 4.3 pounds per horsepower, which is a very impressive amount. For the purpose of providing the reader with some more background knowledge, this information has been made available to them. Throughout the course of its existence, the W1 has achieved a significant number of performance standards, and a significant portion of these accomplishments can be attributed to the aerodynamics of the vehicle. The W1 has been successful in accomplishing these milestones over the entirety of its existence. A lot of triumphs in a wide range of sporting competitions and competitions at various levels are included in these accomplishments. By way of illustration, the long-tail rear wing, which is 11.8 inches in length, is an example of an active aero component that is capable of producing a downforce of 2,505 pounds. There exists a possibility that this will take place. The W1 was able to secure a victory against the track-oriented McLaren Senna by a margin of 3 seconds during the race that took place on the Nardo reference circuit that the business maintains. The race was held on the Nardo circuit. It was on the Nardo circuit that the competition took place. The contest was held on the Nardo circuit, which was the location of the competition. Additionally, the W1 is capable of reaching speeds of up to 186 miles per hour, which is 12.7 seconds faster than the Speedtail, which is a well-known automobile. This is a significant advantage. An important benefit is that this is the case. One of the most significant advantages is that this is the case. When considered from the perspective of the Speedtail, this is a considerable benefit that cannot be overlooked. The aerodynamic package and the performance-oriented powertrain that it contains are both potential outcomes that may be connected to the package. Each and every one of these situations is a potential outcome that may be associated with the package. On the basis of the projections, the cost of purchasing a 2026 McLaren W1 is predicted to be precisely $2,100,000. This is the amount that is considered to be suitable for the application. This information regarding the cost of the automobile is only accessible to the person who is the owner of the automobile. No one else is able to receive this information. Another way of putting it is that the W1 is just the beginning, and it comes with a price tag of $2.1 million. This is yet another possible way of putting it. On the other hand, this is still another way of expressing things that could be utilized, because virtually unlimited bespoke options are available via McLaren special operations, as McLaren prefers to phrase it, are available. We ought to bring our respective sums of cash that we have available with us whenever we go to McLaren. Special operations. This is because McLaren Special Operations is able to provide us with practically endless bespoke options. In light of the fact that McLaren is the entity that is supplying these opportunities, this is the scenario that it is necessary to handle. According to McLaren, the whole manufacturing run of 399 automobiles has already been obtained, and as a consequence, the corporation has arrived to the judgment that the project must be judged a failure. The plug-in hybrid powertrain that the W1 utilizes has a number of components, one of which being a gearbox that has 8 different gear ratios. The transmission is the component that is accountable for transferring power to the wheels that are responsible for driving the vehicle.